Yo, what's good everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is Gta5 coming to another GTA5 online video, and you guys see what this one's called in the title. Now, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do the Primo 3-wheel. Now, some of you out there are like, Ghost, you already taught that already. Well, no, we're going to be using a different method, and this is about tucking the front wheel and rolling it up and down, as you may have seen me in streams and other bros or whichever. And yeah, get you guys doing that with no problem. Now, some of you are going to have to, it takes a lot of practice and patience. I'm not going to say no problem, actually, because I was one of them. And there's not nothing I cannot do with these cars now. So I'm not going to be able to fit the back end, stretches, tuck and roll in. There's a lot you could do with lowriders. Now, whether you're into or just coming across it, into the culture of lowriding, the art of lowriding, it's big in GTA 5 like it's big around the world. For real. So, yeah, there's some cool stuff you could do with these cars, and the reason I picked the Primo is because it's a good starter car. It's got a high lock, all right? And, yeah, we're going to be getting the methods on how to do the how-tos, all right? And if you are new to the channel, definitely go ahead and hit those buttons, subscribe, like, comment for the endless content. Hit up the playlist, and I have a low-riding one with quite a bit on it, 4 locks. Guys showing a lot of love on them, for real. Homies, bros out there, dudes, however you want to say, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm kind of looking at this car because I just like did it a while ago. Yeah, it's looking all right. It's looking pretty sick. Sick, maybe. But we're going to be looking at the car. Let's close this door real quick. Like a clock, all right? That I say in every video. Now, bros out there be like, use a hand cam, and I explain it every time, and nobody comes back at me because a hand cam doesn't show you the timing. I'm going to explain the timing to you guys, all right? And with some practice and patience, you guys will start hitting it, all right? So we're going to look at the car like a clock you tell time with. You might have in your kitchen, maybe on your wall, you're looking at it right now, I don't know, with the hands on it, all right? Maybe you got in your garage, your shop, whichever it may be. Now, we're going to be using the first method we're going to be using as far as the clock. We're going to use 2 o'clock, this front wheel right here. We're going to be coming back to 8 o'clock, this back wheel. And you can screw up on this and still do it. And I'll explain that on part of it, all right? Then we're going to be using a 12 o'clock. Oh, no, my bad. We're going to be using a 7 o'clock. So we're going to go from 2 to 8, that front wheel, to this back wheel. We're going to go 7, this bumper right here, this corner, to the front bumper up here. On the passenger side will be our 1 o'clock, and I'll show it in another way. Then we're going to be using the 12 o'clock to tuck. So I'm going to position the car right about here. We're going to pull up the radio. Now, we're going to be using the left analog stick like a clock, in a sense, all right? In a sense. It's not that exact. It doesn't have to be. So this is the 2 o'clock front wheel to your back wheel over here, all right? 2 o'clock to 8 o'clock. Then we're going to use the 7 o'clock in here. Like I say, it's not exactly like clock, but close. Your back corner bumper to 1 o'clock, all right? Then we're going to be using a 12 straight up tuck. Then I'll explain how to roll. So you guys can, well, the ones out there that have the analog stick in, now I am going to be removing my analog stick. I've said this throughout videos and even videos to come, all right? I'll have them spread out. Stay tuned. Definitely check the other content out if you're new. We've got money stuff. We've got all kinds of stuff over here. And we got a lot more coming, endless stuff, all right? So with the analog stick in, I'll do the same method, okay? Which is Primo's good for. There's a few cars that you can get a good lift without taking your analog stick out. Now, if you're into taking, looking to take your analog stick out, I do have a video on it. Or if you know how to take apart your controller, it's even easier to do. Either way, it's not that difficult to do, and you're not ruining your controller. I recommend do not do it to a controller that's already messed up, especially if the left analog stick is messed up or your X button is sticking. Don't do it to, don't do it to a controller like that. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to do a 2/8. And if your car locks up, you're going to always start with the car on the ground. I'm going to hold X. I'm just going to do a 2/8. I'm not really teaching it right now. 2/8, 7/1, and then we're going to tuck. All right. Now that's with the analog stick in. We can get a little bit higher than that, but you guys with the analog stick, you can practice. It's the same method. All right. So let's get into the analog stick out. I'm just going to do it right away, and you guys are going to see the difference. We're going to pop this car way up there, all right? And then I'm going to get into the roll on how to roll the wheel. And you could bring it way down, do different locks, all right? And it's got to be raining, right? But we're going to roll with it. So some people out there like the real high lock. Some people like to drop the wheel down, and I'm one of them, especially like on the Faction. This car, the wheel's a little low in the front, more of a like a realistic look. It would be more of maybe around, maybe in here somewhere. I just dropped it too low, but a lot of people like going high out there, you know what I'm saying? So that's where you would just want to just tuck the wheel and have it way up in the fender, all right? Some cars tuck it way too far. I think it looks kind of goofy, but let's get into the steps. Now, like I said, we're going to do a 2/8 for the driver's side. All right, I'll explain the passenger side. We're going to do a 2/8 front passenger wheel to the back driver's wheel. Then we're going to do a back driver's bumper corner 7 to a 1 o'clock. Front passenger bumper corner, all right, corner of the front passenger bumper. Then we're going to go straight up 12 o'clock. And I'll explain the roll. So this part right here you can mess up and still hit it. So if you lift the car, which we always start off lifting the car, I'm going to explain this real quick too. If you guys out there, let's just do the 2/8. So we're going to hold 2 o'clock. You see my wheels moving. Now, if you guys press and try to move to 8 o'clock and you start doing this type of stuff, too fast. I'm going to explain the timing, all right? And it will take practice. It's not a tap. You can probably hear my controller, right? It's more of a press. It's not a hold. You guys will feel it out. So we're going to go 2 o'clock, and we're going to press X or A. Now, if you guys are on Xbox out there, your controllers, modding them, breaking them, however you want to word it, it's a little bit different to PS5. PS5, PS4, it's the same, all right? So we're going to go to 2 o'clock and press X. As soon as this front fender well dips, or you see the car move, however you want to look at it, you're going to go to 8 o'clock, all right? So it's going to be 2, press 8. Now, this is part of a 4 lock. Okay, now if you do the part of the 4 lock, which you want to practice to get a 4 lock going, meaning lift the whole car way up in the air, check out another video on that, all right? I have one on Faction, I believe. But we can keep going. I didn't mess it up right there, and I'll explain where you can screw that up and still do the through wheel and the tuck. So now we did the 2 to 8. We're going to do a 7, this back corner, 7 to 1 o'clock on your analog stick. All right? So this back corner to this front corner of the bumpers. So we're going to hold 7 o'clock. See my wheels. We're going to press X. I'm just going to say X. As soon as the car moves, we're going to 1 o'clock. Slap. All right? Now, you're going to go to 12, and you could even hold it and go to 12. Hold 12 o'clock and hold X. And keep holding everything. Hold 12 o'clock and hold X. Now, if you want to roll the wheel, and you could drive holding everything, whatever. I can't really steer right now, but yeah. If you guys want to drop the wheel down all you're going to be doing is holding 12 o'clock and X, and you're going to roll around the casing to the left. So you're going to go to 12 o'clock to 11 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Once you hit about 9 o'clock, you're going to see the wheel start dropping. Now, if you go down to 6 o'clock, you can get it way down there. If you go too far, the car is going to lock up on you. Okay? So you can like drop the wheel way down there. Now, some cars will put the wheel on the ground. So that's pretty just insane looking, you know, kind of out of realistic, but, you know, it's cool. Lock, all right? So from here, we're locked up. We're done. So I'm going to explain it again. We're going to do a 2-8. Now, here's where the mess up would be. If you do a 2, press X, let the car dip, and then go to 8 o'clock, all right? So 2, 8. Press X, let it dip, and go to 8. And you get this right here, you're still good, all right? So don't worry about popping the front corner unless you're trying to do 4 locks. Now we're going to do 7, the back corner right here, to this front corner. 7 on your analog stick to 1 o'clock, all right? So we're going to hold 7, press X, as soon as the car moves, as soon as you see it move, go to 1 o'clock. All right? Show some love, you know where it's at. Now, you can let off everything. You can drive the car and be like, yeah, yeah, and you show off and do whatever, right? Or it shows, or if you post it up, whatever. Now, you could, right here, I'm not holding no buttons, nothing on the controller. You can go to 12 o'clock, hold X, and keep holding everything. Hold 12 o'clock and hold X. All right? And while you're holding, take your analog stick at 12 o'clock and move it to the left. 11, 10, 9. You'll see it start dropping. I could put it right here. Just dump the car. Let me pop that back up real quick. So you can put it in different spots. Put it right there. You put it right there. You could put it down here where I had it. So you can get different heights out of the wheel. All right. That's cool right about there. Like some, you know, like I say, some like it, you know, it's all about height. To me, it's both, you know. So we're going to do the passenger side. The passenger side is the opposite way around. So we'll look at the car, and instead of going our 2-8 and all that, we're going to go 10, the other wheel, the driver's side front, we're going 10 to 4, in a sense. This, you know, this is just like a clock in a sense. It's not exact. 10 to 4. Then we're going to go do a 5 to 11. Then we're going to tuck at 12, but we're going to roll to 3 and down to 6, not the other way. All right. So for the passenger side, let me get more like on level ground here. So for the passenger side, we're going 10, press 4. Now that's a part of a 4 lock. All right. I'll show the screw up part, and you can still do it. Now we're going to do a 5 to 11. All right. Slap. Now we're going to go to 12. Hold 12, hold X. And then while you're holding, go to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, and you're going to be doing the same thing. Dropping this front wheel. All right. You can bring it way down there like the other side. Get different locks. All right. Now, when I said 4 lock, that's part of the 4 lock. Meaning this. And if you guys want to learn how to do your 4 locks, definitely hit up the playlist. We can get the car sitting way up there, even. A lot of you guys know what it is over here with the low lows. There's more stuff to come, dropping them down different ways, hopping them. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. Stretches. So I'll explain this side again with the screw up. And what I mean by screwing up is you're not popping the corner. It just kind of lifts the whole front end, kind of into a little 3-wheel. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to go 10 to 4, but it's not really a 10 to 4. It's like kind of a 10 to 3.5, and it screws up. And I just popped it because I'm so used to doing 4 locks. So where is it at? Where we at? Nope. If I keep doing it, let me load a car. Nope. Let's get it. I ain't got all day. So this side just wants to keep popping it for me. Just saying, if you guys screw up right there, that's like a 9 o'clock to 4 or 3.5. You could still do the lock. So from here, you would just do your 5. All right, you would do your 5 to 1. I mean, my bad. Your 5 to 11. 5 to 1. What? Your 5 to 11, and then tuck at 12. So go ahead and hit our 5 to 11, and then we'll go straight up on the analog stick. Hold 12. Hold X. Hold 12. Hold X. Then we're gonna roll the casing with the little stick. All right. And get wherever we want that wheel. Looking sick. So I hope you guys like the tutorial. I'll have more to come because there's a lot. If you notice the front of this car, dumping down, locking, not dumping down, locking down. But yeah, there's a lot I got coming. So yeah, stay tuned, and definitely hope everybody out there has, is having a good one. Stay safe, be well. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.